with
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. We've got Aaron Gordon. Porter is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the 4 slot. And for the Mavericks, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement. And you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Pass to Jokic. Now Gordon. Denver passing it around. Jokic with the bucket.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Up top, Doncic. Covered by Morris. And Doncic gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision where he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Porter. Here's Najee, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. His court awareness is really impressive.
Porter against Doncic. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Here's Morris. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Porter against Richardson. Porter passes to Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the evening. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Marjanovic. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Doncic. It's deflected and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Shaquille Harris comes in for Morris. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now, here's Jokic. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Burke in for Richardson. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Porter. Jokic has got 6.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Here's Burke. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic It's rebounded by Brunson.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Powell, that's good.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Harrison passes to Jokic. Outside, Porter. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Hardaway with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break, and the basket is good.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
There's Harrison, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. The Mavericks leading. And they pick up 2.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Jokic on top. Kicks to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, this is all Aaron Gordon needs, right? Just a little space to run and forget about it.
The pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Powell. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Cauley Stein. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Cauley Stein's got his second basket of the game.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Harrison scanning the floor. Jokic passes to Gordon. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Here's Burke. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Both teams have it going here early and still close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slot. Luka Doncic out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's Doncic after the Nuggets pick up 2.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Inside. Green against Doncic. Millsap looking it over. Porzingis with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And there it is for him. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Green passes to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. The shot from the low post is good. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the man. Pass to Bull. Shoots the 3. Campazzo. And he lays it straight in.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Doncic outside. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who knows? But he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
2 points. That one goes. Now just a 2-point Dallas lead. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Cauley Stein comes in for Porzingis. Burke, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. The Nuggets trail by 4. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Listen, we know Aaron Gordon is a high-activity player, and if you give him daylight, he's ready to shoot it.
It's Powell on the wing. Cauley Stein kicks to Burke. Back to Cauley Stein. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 4 assists now tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now, here is Morris. Passes it to Jokic. They get it back.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Brunson. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. Banked in off the glass. Brunson's got his second basket of the night. 34 seconds left now here in the second. Morris with the ball. Can't get it to fall. Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Porter. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Back to Cauley Stein. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Gordon goes in. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Porter.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Morris is out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Aaron Gordon. It's Najee in at the 4. The Mavericks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Oh!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. It's Porter outside. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Porzingis, the fast break chance. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
Morris passes to Jokic. Chalk up 2 there. Jokic has got 10.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
There's so much to like about Luka Doncic, but perhaps the best thing is he can contribute in every aspect of the game. Scoring, rebounding, passing, you name it.
Mavericks making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Here's Harrison. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Millsap kicks to Porter. Back to Millsap. And it's blocked. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
Porzingis with the steal. On the wing, Doncic. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. And now an 8-point Dallas lead.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Hardaway comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Burke, he's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks leading by 8. Brunson finds Burke. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Now here's Powell. To the middle. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
McGee with the block. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
That's just a terrific pass to beat the defense up the court, and that's exactly how you move the ball in transition.
Here's Burke, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Green in the post. Cauley-Stein defending.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Connects from 3-point range. Brunson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition. And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the 2nd round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Great chemistry between 2 teammates. Love the passing.
The Nuggets trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And he gets it to go. 6 points for him.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Burke finds Brunson. Back to Burke. Brunson with it. Count the basket.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Campazzo. Powell pulls it in. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got his first 2 points of the night.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Brunson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Dallas holding up. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. The Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Harrison. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so here is Dallas. Doncic outside. Outside, Porzingis. Down low, Finney-Smith. Count that one.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that unselfishness.
Gordon kicks to Harrison. Pass to Najee. Here's Gordon. Porzingis with the block. Richardson attacking. And that one drops for him. And it's an 11-point Maverick lead. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside Gordon. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Porzingis over Gordon. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How about Porzingis? Shrugs off the hit. That work in the weight room paying off already. You gotta love the time he's put in to make himself a challenge.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Porter's checked in for Denver. Morris passes to Jokic. Left side, Porter. Shoots over Doncic. Kept alive. Jokic on the follow.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Mavericks leading by 12. Doncic left side. Porzingis inside. Good. Porzingis has got 5 points in the quarter. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
A 3 from Morris. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Richardson attacking. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Richardson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavericks. Morris against Richardson. Morris passes to Jokic. And it's Denver scoring again.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Porter against Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 12. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I mean, shades of Vlade Divac there. Jokic is one of the best passing bigs playing in the game today. Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Mavericks.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And that's going to be a treble. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball. Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Yeah, Jokic seems determined to have a big night. So far, he's been successful.
Kleba finds Redick. From deep. And the three ball is good.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
And they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's the...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Soaring high above the Willamette. We are nearly ready.
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that...
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight. Chris, what an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot.
Now, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive boards.
Doncic outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that. Now,
here's Covington. Lillard left side. Shoots over Doncic. Nurkic can't hit.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Oh, what an athlete Richardson is. Outstanding at knifing his way inside and converting.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lillard against Doncic. Kicks it out to Lillard. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Porzingis, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over Richardson. Covington down low. Bogdanovic on him. Just 2 to shoot. Portland no good that time either.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Porzingis, he gets it in there.
They've come out the locker room. His eye. 4 for 4 to start the night.
For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. They trail by 6. Lillard the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. That one off the back iron and out.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And a wide open look for McCollum. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and that one drops. Porzingis has got 6.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Now here's Powell. Lillard outside. Back to Powell, beyond the arc. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Richardson finds Doncic. And the layup's good off the glass.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Trailblazers trail by 4. 1:12 left here in the first quarter. Here's Lillard and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And when Richardson is aggressive, good things tend to happen. Including how he attracts fouls while shooting.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Cauley Stein comes in for Porzingis. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's Simons. Kanter's shot is off. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Richardson comes from a military family. His mom was an officer in the Air Force, so he knows about discipline on and off the court. That helps a pro ball player.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers.
He's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Pass to Simon. Back to Anthony. Shot from the wing. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Here's Brunson. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
The pass to Jones. with 1 on the clock, and he sinks the layup.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. McCollum finds Lillard. Yep, that one goes.
And there's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now here's McCollum. Kicks it to Lillard. Powell with it. Hardaway picks him up. For the 3. Powell pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Redick, here we go. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard with it. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project him to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Anthony, here's Cantor, and the layup is good. Cantor's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, plenty of power behind Cantor's inside moves. Helps him overcome whatever D he encounters.
Now, here's Doncic. D right on him.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Simons surveying the D. The 3 from McCollum hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Here's Doncic.
Yeah, easy call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Doncic. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Back to Jones. 6 on the shot clock for 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And Doncic gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Now Cantor. Back to Anthony. Portland moving the ball over. And the shot goes in. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Always good to see solid interior work by McCollum. I mean, he might earn himself some extra space on his outside jumpers when he gets inside points like this.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity is ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
McCollum against Richardson. Launches it. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from McCollum.
He's got 6 points from beyond the arc in this quarter. I mean, for the game, he's got 9 points from deep.
With the tip, Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 8 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Jones, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points and 1 steal. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Marjanovic. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Here's Lillard following the score by Dallas to the inside. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Nurkic.
And the touch Nurkic has inside. I mean, I love seeing him be aggressive and look to get his shot from there.
Now, here's Doncic. 15 points in the game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Porzingis has got the lead up to 8 now for Dallas.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Lillard kicks the foul. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. McCollum outside. Lillard outside. But they'll get another chance. McCollum passes to Powell. Kicks it out to McCollum. Offensive rebound. Nurkic. Back to Powell. Hard away against Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Lillard attacking and stolen by Cauley Stein. Now here's Burke. He's guarded by McCollum. Here's Cauley Stein, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And all Nurkic needs is good positioning. Once he has this, dunking is easy.
And here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. Dishes it to Cauley Stein. Out to Hardaway. From the arc. It's good from long range.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Lillard from outside buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got 8 points.
Lillard's not going to let you get away with that. He wants those 3 points back, and he gets them quick.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Back to Redick.
More than happy to dip in and cash in from there. I mean, really, Redick is comfortable shooting from anywhere.
Lillard against Brunson. Kicks it out to Lillard. Here's Anthony. Pass to Cantor. Tries again. No good on that one. And it's Dallas the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Jones sends it back. And they'll keep possession. They get it back. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a 10-point game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Dallas. Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Willie Cauley-Stein in for J.J. Redick. Lillard the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Shoots over Brunson. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
Here's Brunson. He gets that one. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Simons the pass to Jones. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
The feed to Hardaway. Pass to Burke. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Burke's got his first points in this one.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Mavericks. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Trailblazers trail by 10. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Nurkic finds McCollum. Covington with it. Kicks it out to Lillard. Just 4 to shoot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Nurkic dishes to Powell. Back to Nurkic. Here's Covington, and he makes good on his first shot of the game. Covington's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Trailblazers. Doncic kicks to Richardson. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Richardson. Richardson's got his 4th assist in this one. Portland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And there's the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Misses the 3. Mavericks leading by 10. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Nurkic with the block.
This is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end, effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
Powell finds Nurkic. Nice D from Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Redick passes to Porzingis, and the shot goes down. And now it's a 12-point Maverick lead.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, this is a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Doncic against Lillard. Here's Porzingis. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. Outside for Redick. From past the arc. Drills it from outside. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
McCollum outside. There's the dish to Covington. Lillard outside. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Doncic passes to Richardson. And Redick kicks to Richardson. Dallas moving the ball around. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And putting his long arms there to good use. Porzingis has a large catch radius on those alley-oops.
Doncic against Lillard. He kicks it to Covington from 10 feet out. And again, it's Portland converting. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Doncic looking it over. Porzingis passes to Marjanovic. Now here's Doncic. Out to the wing. Let's go. Rebounded by McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 11. Oh, McCollum in position. Covington kicks to Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard. Feeds to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Porzingis with the steal.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Dallas.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And you know, when you look at and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Burke, the pass to Brunson. Dallas, no good that time either. Hollis Jefferson in the post. And he banks in the layup. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington, Damian Lillard out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. And for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon. Porter is out there with Morris, and it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the power forward. Here's Nurkic, Porter with the steal, and here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And Denver has possession after the missed 3 by Carmelo.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Powell against Jokic. Passes it to Covington. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Lillard with it. Outside Anthony. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Morris kicks to Porter. Pass to Najee. Back to Porter. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Here is Lillard, and it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Harrison comes in for Morris. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Anthony. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Jokic with it. Cantor cover. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. Terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Covington's shot is off. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lillard left side. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Simons. Dishes to Cantor. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Gordon. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot. Oh!
Yikes, look out below. About that finish. Whew. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Here's Simons. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. It's good.
Man, both on balance and on point. Damian working through that mid-range area now.
Here's Harrison. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Floats it up for Jokic. A beautiful reverse layup.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add two ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's McCollum in at the one. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Anthony. The Nuggets on offense. There's the pass to Millsap. Double team on Millsap. To the middle. Makes it off the glass.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Anthony finds Powell. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice take from Millsap there, forcing the defense's hand, literally, on that drive.
Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. And so Paul Millsap nails both of them. Trailblazers trail by 14. McCollum outside to the inside. And good that time.
Well, the team set up Nurkic so well there. He had plenty of space, calm and collecting.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Nuggets with some changes. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Jermichael Green. And it's Harrison in for Bull. Passes to Nurkic. Kicks to Powell. It's McCollum on the wing. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. Kanter dishes to Nurkic, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Simons, he's checked in for Kanter. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Gordon, the pass to Najee. Lob pass to Gordon. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Clock at 6. Morris finds Gordon. Down low. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
Porter's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Pass to Simons. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Denver making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Portland no good that time either.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The shot's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Powell. Here's Nurkic. Jokic defending. Lillard outside. The pass to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Gordon. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Najee, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Nurkic up top. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Morris dishes to Gordon. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Lets it go with the 3. Morris passes to Jokic, and it's Denver scoring again.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
Lillard against Morris, and Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Tries to save it, and that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Lillard.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Campazzo, covered by Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Lillard looking around. The dish to Covington. Outside, Jones. And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to Denver was looking great right away. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their... And that does it for our...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
They've got Michael Porter. He's out there with Monte Morris. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. It's Najee in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Melo right now just plunging into the defense, and pretty easy for him to pick up a foul like that.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Lillard, bounce pass. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Back to Anthony. A floater. Clock at 4, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
And Portland has possession. Clock is at 3. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Denver. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. Harrison scanning the floor. Stolen by Kanter. Anthony, the pass to McCollum, and that one, good.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate, good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Passes it to Najee. Left side, Gordon. Outside, Porter. Here's Harrison. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Najee, no good. A 3 from McCollum. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
Well, that's a go-to for CJ. He looks to spray it from three-point line as much as he possibly can.
Harrison kicks to Porter. Pass to Najee. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Jokic against Kanter. Up top, Powell. Back to Kanter. Buries it down low.
Good combination of power and finesse by Kanter. Helps him finish strong through contact.
Here's Harrison. He's guarded by McCollum. Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Covington with the steal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
For the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Kanter. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Damian Lillard in for C.J. McCollum. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Lillard with the rebound. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Lillard outside. There's the pass to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Nurkic has got 6.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Lobs it up for Anthony. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
The Nuggets leading by 9. 52 seconds left to play here in the third. It's stolen by Anthony. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Basket good. He has 6.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
Passes it to Bull. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's Denver now. 4 on the clock. Green. Nurkic with the block. It's tipped. Trying to get something going. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Green.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for.
Now here's Lillard. 3 seconds left. No good that time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nuggets lead by 9. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Lillard. On the floor for Portland. Anthony is out there with Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. Here's Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Stolen by Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Lillard the pass to Simons. And he slams it down right on top of JaMychal Green.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Millsap kicks to Harrison. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Lillard against Morris. Kicks it out to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Offensive rebound. Out to Anthony. Back to Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Anthony. And staying with the play, Anthony.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Morris passes to Harrison. Outside Millsap. Pass to Morris. Outside Millsap. Double team on Millsap. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Lillard outside. And Lillard throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Lillard comes with the double team. Millsap dishes to Green. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony Simons. And McCollum subbed in for Derek Jones. Morris passes to Porter. Out to Morris. Over Lillard. Morris, no good. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard attacking. Here's Anthony. Lillard dishes to Covington. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Taken away by Anthony. That's a floater go. McCollum, he kicks to Covington. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, really good ball movement on the entire possession, and then CJ getting slick.
Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Cantor. Lillard with it. Guarded now by Morris. And here's McCollum for three. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And it's Jokic missing. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard attacking. Bucket is good.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Lillard against Morris. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff.
Oh, that was something else.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Porter passes to Millsap. Porter against Anthony. Porter kicks to Jokic. Lots of room. And he knocks down the jumper. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Jokic feeling it. Not much the D can do right now. He's in a great rhythm and is exploding offensively.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Outside Anthony. And there's the pass to Covington.
And the defense from Millsap definitely has an impact on the trajectory of that one.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it. The city of Denver is in full motion. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there with Morris. Then it's Aaron Gordon. It's Najee in at the 4. Now here's Porter. Morris kicks to Jokic. Misses the chippy right there.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it. Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Count that bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here is Morris. Kicks it out to Gordon. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Najee. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Pass to Marjanovic. Over in the corner, Doncic. Yes, that goes in.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide-open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Porter passes to Jokic. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Porzingis to the middle. Kicks it out to Richardson. Marjanovic down low, covered by Morris.
That's the first miss for this offense. They've hit 3 or 4 to start.
Comes up empty down low. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got his second basket.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Outside, Porzingis. And it's sent back by Jokic. Porter against Doncic.
Get it! What throw down there, man!
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
The 3 for Doncic. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 9.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think he's been terrific right from the opening tip.
But when Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Denver. Shaquille Harris comes in for Porter. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Here's Morris, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. It's off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. A different look for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Richardson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Millsap with it, out defended by Cauley-Stein, and stolen by Cauley-Stein. Left side, Redick. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Cauley-Stein kicks to Redick. They grab their own miss. Powell dishes to Cauley-Stein. Redick for three. Rebound by the Nuggets. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. It's good on the putback.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Campazzo covered by Redick. Back to Green. Out left to the wing. Outside Millsap. Just 5 on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, I tell you what, Millsap's mobility is impressive, but he's also skilled at putting the ball on the floor and challenging his defense.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 14 seconds left in the first. Brunson scanning the floor. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first free throw of the game. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's JaMychal Green, and it's Harrison in at point. Here's Doncic. Millsap trying to get open. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas. Harrison passes to Millsap. Back to Harrison. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
The pass to Marjanovic. Lays it up and banks it in. Marjanovic has got his first points of the game. The Nuggets trail. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Doncic outside. Inside. Jokic with the steal. Porter with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. There's the lob to the hoop. Najee, good.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Here's Najee. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Monte Morris is checked in for Porter.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much. Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
Pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Brunson. Out to Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Powell, the pass to Brunson. Misses the baby hook. Denver shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. To the paint. Jokic finds Gordon. Jokic draws the double. Hardaway with the steal. Knocks it loose. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Denver. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Outside Millsap. Double team on Millsap. Morris dishes to Millsap. Kicks it out to Gordon. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Morris outside. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
And it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
And that one's good, Harrison.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Mavericks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Brunson. No good with the triple. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Lobbed up there for Green. Morris finds Green. Here's Harrison. For 3, Gordon drops in the tray. Gordon's got the lead up to 3 now for Denver.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Here's Brunson, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Some good moments from both teams, but... And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Denver calls timeout. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. That wouldn't. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Doncic feeling it out. Denver in the lead. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gordon's running. Pass to Najee. Up and in on the layup. Najee's got his second bucket.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Morris outside. The shot misses, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Porter passes to Najee, and that one is stuffed right through.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter gets the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Pass to Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Jokic inside. Marjanovic on him. Najee passes to Jokic. Count it.
Showing off that nice mid-range jumper. Jokic knows he has the green light to take these shots.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Jokic with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Najee, and he dunks it down.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Richardson against Morris. Marjanovic passes to Richardson. Doncic trying to get open. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Richardson.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Morris inside. Guarded by Doncic. And Jokic slings it in.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Marjanovic, no good. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Porter. The pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. It's a hand on it.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
1:05 left in the third quarter. Porter with the steal. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Porter. And now an 8-point Nugget lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Oh, boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Burke with it, working on Green. Powell finds Burke over Green, and it's off the back rim, no good. The Nuggets leading by 7. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Count the bucket, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Both good from the line that time. Campazzo. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Denver heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Nuggets leading by 7. Porter is out there with Harrison. Then it's JaMychal Green. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And that one's good by Porter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Now Brunson.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And
that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
but confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Redick inside the line. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis. On the wing, Hardaway. And stolen by Bull. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Brunson. Lays it up off the glass.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Denver leading by 13. And an intentional foul right there. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Dallas also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Richardson against Porter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Look at the turnover situations, guys. And it's not been that bad, just a handful. And when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Doncic passes to Powell. From deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Haji's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Denver passing it around. Stolen away. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And so they choose to intentionally foul. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Dallas, no good that time either.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Morris against Richardson. And Jokic throws it down.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic. Very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting the screen and doing it quickly.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Marjanovic. Here's Najee. Guarded by Marjanovic. Morris passes to Jokic. Shoots over Doncic. Back to Morris. Up top Porter. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Nuggets lead by 17. Dallas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. 20 feet out. Tries to keep it alive. Dallas again turning it over.
That's a tough break there. If there is any hope of making a comeback, they have got to take better care of the ball.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Jokic.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
The drive by Doncic. Richardson the pass to Powell. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 2. Marjanovic finds Doncic. Oh, offensive interference. The Nuggets now on offense. This run now up to 13-2. Now here's Rivers. Out to the right wing. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Back to Rivers. Passes it to Chanshaw. Off target with his 3. And so here is Dallas. They trail by 18. Redick with the bucket.
He has the ability to get to the basket, too. Like seeing Redick put it on the deck and get it done off the dribble.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Harrison. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
In for your Nuggets, Facundo Campazzo.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Can't get it to fall. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They won this game going away. Minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that could be a challenge. Well, we'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Lillard against Doncic. Passes it to Marjanovic. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Cullen passes to Lillard. And the rejection by Marjanovic. Here's Finney-Smith. The shot, no good. And it's Jones with the ball for Portland. Here's McCollum. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent, and now credit Porzingis because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
And Lillard kicks to Jones. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard against Doncic. 6 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. McCollum. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Mavericks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Banked in off the glass.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Powell kicks to Lillard. And the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, he is so comfortable with his superstar status in the league. Porzingis excellent on the catch and shoot.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Now the pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Back to Nurkic. Drops in the layup for 2.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Doncic looking it over. Count it. Good. Doncic has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the 3-point line.
Here's Richardson. Portland making their last shot. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, the hoop and the harm. Luka Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Trey Burke subbed in for Richardson.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Portland with the ball, following the score by Dallas. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play. That's going to send Damian Lillard to the free throw line. Tim Hardaway picks one up. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
And that one's good. Burke.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here is Lillard. And So it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Right back at
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in the Mavs?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Burke in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Anthony with it, now defended by Cauley-Stein. Portland moving the ball around. Cantor's shot is off.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Lillard against Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Brunson the pass to Powell. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Outside, Jones. Nobody near Lillard. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is peak Dame. Rising, firing, one of the more confident shooters we have in our game.
The putback, the shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. The drive by Cantor. Down low. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Three-pointer, Lillard. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Here's Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Robert Covington picks one up. The Mavericks shooting their 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Lillard. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And I think for Luka Doncic, one thing he showed right away is he was prepared to be an NBA player. And the fact of the matter is he could be an all-star for a long time moving forward.
Outside Covington. Back to McCollum. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty fast.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
The 11-footer shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from McCollum.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, tracking down rebounds with ease. Kristaps Porzingis, outstanding mobility.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Powell in for Carmelo Anthony. Covington kicks it out to McCollum. Simons the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. good with time running down in the shot clock.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Runs in the pass to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. Tries to save it. Cauley Stein with it. Now Covington defending. Here's Powell. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. McCollum kicks to Covington. And contact. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so we wrap.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations. And
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Here's who Jerry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Jones, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. Now here's Powell. He's guarded closely. Jones kicks to Powell. No good from outside.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Richards in the pass to Porzingis. And that one, good. Porzingis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard, the pass to Jones. Now, here's Nurkic. No good there. Nice D from Porzingis. Richardson against McCollum, but he stays with it. Marjanovic kicks to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 5. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. The 3. Porzingis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I just love his aggression getting after offensive boards. This team would like to see Porzingis do more of that.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Lillard from outside. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
If he sees a lane to the rim, Doncic will capitalize. Nice drive.
Trailblazers trail by 14. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Launches a three, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Mavericks shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
I mean, the potential of Kristaps Porzingis, to me, could be terrifying as an opponent. This guy is an incredible big man with the ability to dominate both ends. I cannot wait to see what's next.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Marjanovic. Hardaway's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Doncic. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Here's Powell. Here's Cantor. Portland moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Anthony.
Now, just such a high percentage look, but with Melo, it's almost just a given. Tough to stop.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Passes to Simons. Redick against Powell. Takes a three. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Dallas the other way.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Simon. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Richardson dishes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
You have got to commend Powell on his positioning. I'll tell you, he buries himself deep, and he's going to sky for that slam dunk.
Here's Simons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for J.J. Redick. Portland also making some changes. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Carmelo Anthony.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
And there it is for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Luka Doncic out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pass to Marjanovic. The 3 for Doncic. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Well, go figure is right. And Lillard throws it down.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Lillard comes with the double team. Powell with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And McCollum with the slam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And here's Doncic from the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Dallas leading by 9. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. The drive by Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. You're double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And Richardson drops them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Lillard against Doncic. And Lillard kicks to Cantor. And the pass to Powell. Nailed from three-point land. Powell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
Here's Doncic. No good off the back of the rim. Trailblazers trail by 9. And it's McCollum off the drive. The shot's good.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Up top, Cantor. It's Powell on the wing. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Doncic from the arc. Finney Smith passes to Cauley Stein. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And it's Lillard missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Cauley Stein kicks to Finney Smith. And here's Doncic from the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
And Jones with the stop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And they double up Doncic. Pass to Richardson. Now Cauley Stein, defended by Jones. Stolen by McCollum.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. Credit comes in for Richardson.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Now they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Back to Powell, the tray. It's rebounded by Doncic. And Porzingis puts up a deep three. No good there. And so it's Dallas. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it. Now it's ended.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Morris. He's out there with Porter. Gordon out there with Jokic. It's Najee in at the power forward position. And for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Covington in at the 2 guard. Now here's Lillard. Outside Covington. Lock at 6, and stolen by Gordon. Pass to Porter. No good. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. Lillard dishes to Kanter. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Morris, no good. Outside, Covington deflects the pass. It's stolen by Morris. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Morris against Lillard. And another turnover here by Portland. Here's Denver now. Here's Morris. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard outside. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pass to Najee. Kicks it to Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Outside, Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
One of my favorite trash talkers in the NBA, Kanter, never really shies away from taking jabs at opponents. And I think his teammates like that.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now Morris to the middle. Got a piece of it. Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. And Jones slams it in.
What a selfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammates wide open.
Morris against Lillard. Morris inside. Gordon the pass to Najee. 5 on the clock. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Here's McCollum following the basket by Jokic. It's deflected. Jokic with the steal. Here's Porter and finished off by Porter.
Well, not only can Jokic get some steals, but he's such a great passer. He gets the break going with the quick outlet.
Now here's McCollum. The pass to Carmelo. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Picked away. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And it's Anthony with the jam.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
It's Jokic top of the key. And Jokic throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Passes it to Simons. Here's the dish to Anthony. Gordon against Powell. Just 5 on the clock. Cantor, the pass to Powell. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Millsap. Back to Harrison. And Denver again with the bucket.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Powell dishes to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Here's Anthony. Can't hit from 12.
Credit to Deep for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And we caught it before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Southwest, I mean, you need to look your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Norman Powell is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
So for the Trailblazers, Jones checked in for Powell. Robert Covington comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Denver with a change here too. Monte Morris is checked in for Porter. Now here's Covington. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Lillard. Outside, Jones. Lillard outside. The Nuggets leading by 6. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. On defense, Portland. And now Portland on the break. Here's Lillard. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother him.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Najee passes to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and lead. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Denver in the lead. Morris with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And he lays in the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Lillard. Almost, but it rolls out.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, and nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities. He times it up.
Now, here's Nurkic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Oh, the sheer size Nurkic possesses is sometimes overwhelming, which is how he gets these fouls.
Enes Kanter's checked in for Anthony. And then for Denver, Jokic comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Green. The Nuggets leading by 7. Morris kicks to Harrison. Outside Gordon. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Pass to Harrison. Here's Najee. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You better respect the interior game a little bit. He gets deep inside. He forces the defense to hit him.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Porter's checked in for Denver.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Morris passes to Jokic. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And a switcher also for Denver. Millsap's checked in. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. McCollum outside. And there's the pass to Simons. He feeds it to Jones. It's McCollum on the wing. Just 3 to shoot.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Passes it to Simons. McCollum against Morris. Pass to Simons. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Now, here is Morris. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Doubled by McCollum. Porter, no luck. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Simons. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Jokic. He has 6. Right side Millsap. Back to Jokic. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that should...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. We've got Gordon. Porter is out there with Morris. And it's Nikola Jokic. It's Najee in at the power forward. And Portland has possession. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Lillard dishes to Covington. Back to Lillard. Outside Covington. Here's Jones. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The 19-foot shot. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with the scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves it.
Morris passes to Jokic. Eight feet away. He can't hit that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard dishes to Cantor. Jones kicks to Cantor. Takes it from 10. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Morris outside. Here's Porter, and he converts the layup. Porter's got 6 points.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Lillard against Morris. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded closely and stolen by Gordon. Morris with the ball. Lillard picks him up and finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Outside, Jones. Over Gordon. Nurkic trying to get open. No good off the front iron. The Nuggets leading by 17. Morris passes to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Covington against Porter. Lillard the pass to Cantor. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Cantor. Norman Powell comes in for Derek Jones. McCollum's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
And, guys, he has all the makings of an elite scorer. Porter combines size, athleticism, and terrific shot-making ability. That is rare.
And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Here's Harrison. He kicks to Porter. Over McCollum. And that one's good by Porter. And 12 points for Michael Porter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Back to McCollum. Jacks up a three. Porter pulls it in.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
And the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Now here's McCollum. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Nurkic. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Anthony is out there with Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Back to Green. Fires the three. They get it again. Morris looking over the floor. On the wing, Porter. Got a piece of it. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Jones comes in for Norman Powell. Robert Covington's checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. And a switcher also for Denver. Jokic is checked in. Covington dishes to Jones. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Outside, Porter. Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Jones. Anthony drives in. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
The Nuggets leading by 18. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Lillard outside. The pass to Carmelo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, just superb focus there for Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
Morris passes to Gordon to the inside. Here's Porter. Lays it up and banks it in. Porter's got 10 points here in the second half.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Cantor trying to free himself up. It's good.
Lillard is as tough as there is to contain in the pick and roll. He does a nice job of using the screen to get a little bit of separation.
There's 1:40 left in the fourth. Passes to Jokic. This one for three. No good that time. Now Portland takes it the other way.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nuggets.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Denver leading by 16. Campazzo, he's guarded by McCollum. Green left side. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
Campazzo, he's guarded by McCollum. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They grab their own miss. Pass to Rivers. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.